All right, guys, I'm going to show you how I think that hydrogen technology has been suppressed. And over the next few days, I want you to follow me, not just this video, and I'm going to show you things that's going to begin to show you how the technology has definitely been taken away from us. Hydrogen technology has been with us all the way from the beginning, all the way to the internal combustion engine when it was first created. The man that created it did it with hydrogen gas as a fuel. And they ended up building a 6-meter long vehicle weighing almost a ton in 1813. So this is years ago. And when you look at some of the things that we've been able to do, you can go to our Facebook page and go to our video section. You will see several videos that customers have sent in with their testimonies, just sharing what our units have done on their vehicles. And you can see several different videos on here. All the videos I'm going to go over with you very quickly is on our site, and this is one of them. In 1973, this Opel P1 got 376 miles per gallon, and they act like we don't know how to get better fuel economy right now. The way that happened, yeah, they had a contest. The Shell executives had a contest to see who could get the best fuel economy. They divided up into 2 teams, and this is the winner. Go watch that video. This is Frank Wood's truck. He ran completely on hydrogen. It's a Dodge truck. This is a generator running on hydrogen. This is our truck test where we ran and received 144 miles to the gallon doing the optimal fuel economy test. You can ride along with us there. This is our RV we converted and doubled the fuel economy with this little cell that fits in the palm of your hand. This is Stanley Meyer's water injector. This is where he advanced the technology to up into his death. His first vehicle converted was the water dune buggy, and this is the video of it. Stan Meyer's water car. It has the big, large electrolysis unit on the back. He got it all the way down to the spark plug, which, well, it replaces the spark plug. It's a water injector with 2 tanks, compressed water, compressed air, and of course they increased the voltage and separated the hydrogen and oxygen right above each cylinder. This is the Middle Tennessee State University Toyota. I've been down there and seen it. They actually take the electrolysis, they power it from solar, and then they split the hydrogen and oxygen. The oxygen is released back into the atmosphere, and the hydrogen is pressed into a big tank. It's sort of like a large propane tank, and then it's pumped into the vehicle as they need to refuel. I've seen that one. This is a gas analyzer. They're just doing before and after of the hydrocarbons and the nitric oxide. This is the Kia inspection report sent in by one of our members. The hydrocarbons 136 down to 7, NOx 984 down to 3. Over here 141 standard down to 7. Again, hydrocarbons, NOx 1088 down to 0. So why is this occurring? Why is our technology being suppressed? Why have I been able to take this little fuel cell and run my truck for 144 miles to the gallon in an optimal fuel economy test? Why was I able to double the fuel economy in this RV very easily with parts that you can buy for $50? Why? Why is this technology not on all of our vehicles? Why was media presented to us like this in order to prevent hydrogen from being used? I believe that the Hindenburg, the more I look at this event, that it was a conspiracy. It was a setup. They had all of the news media there. The Hindenburg and had been traveling across the ocean and making international travel much easier, and had carried over 1,000 passengers.
The ill-fated Hindenburg on her last flight sails over New York. These pictures, made from a Pathé News plane less than 4 hours before the tragedy, show the world's largest airship heading for Lakehurst, New Jersey. Over Newark's famous auto skyway, the airship was hailed by thousands who little dreamed it was their
This is
final
all a
glimpse
setup.
of the Hindenburg.
Why did they have
Inside
that
the
much
silver
footage
envelope
of
are
this
16
flight?
separate gas bags, each filled with hydrogen,
Unless it was on
a
purpose.
highly inflammable gas.
Ooh, highly inflammable. Noting that. This is very
From the
poor
ground, you can see the
video
forward control
editing
cabin
work.
from which the ship is operated. The windows along the side indicate
There's
the
an
location
explosion
of the
in this
passengers'
one
quarters,
that's
in
not
which
in other
many
footage,
were
and they
carried
edited
to
it
a
in. Listen to
flaming
it.
death. Approaching Lakehurst, the Hindenburg appeared a conquering giant of the skies, but she proved a puny plaything in the mighty grip of fate. It almost seemed as if fate had set the stage for the horrible tragedy. A graceful craft sailing serenely to her doom. For 3 hours, the dirigible circled the landing field at Lakehurst, New Jersey,
Seems like
dumping
somebody
more
took
water
control
ballast
of
than
it and
ever
didn't know how to
before
fly
in
it.
vain efforts to level off.
I think somebody shot the guy flying it, the captain, which thought it was a sabotage in the first place. Before he ever took flight in this flight, thought that this flight was a sabotage. Somebody shot him and took over the Hindenburg to fly over here to be exploded.
Again, she
this
dumps
footage
ballast, and a nervous
is of
tension grips
people
those who are watching. For
it
this
take
is
off,
something
not
unusual.
land. Watch, this is all badly edited footage. And the explosion coming up, that doesn't happen.
There goes more ballast.
Listen
But
to the
the tail is
sound
settling in
difference
spite of
and how
all
it
that has
changes
been
when it's
dumped.
added in.
A grim note of impending tragedy. Finally, the landing lines are dropped.
Listen
These
to the
scenes
sound
were
change.
filmed by Pathé News cameraman William Deek, and you are about to see the pictures he got when the ship exploded. Those aboard leaping for life from a flaming inferno. The actual crash of the Hindenburg. An airship destroyed in less than half a minute.
Did you hear a sound change before it did it? That's added in. Let's listen to it again.
An airship destroyed in less than half a
Listen
minute.
to it. She stops. Now wait a minute. See, that's not in the other footage. And then they add in this lady screaming. Listen. Oh, there it come in. Sounded. They didn't even put it in decently. Horrible editing footage. Now watch these people. Supposed to be running in fear. Just keep watching them. Tell me this is just not the people that's there to take off. This is bad editing footage for 1937. That's exactly what we're looking at.
Rushing to the rescue, the heroes of the tragedy dash in, heedless
They
of danger to help the injured
created
to safety,
this.
while others, beyond help, perish in the flames.
You say, Richie, that's sinister. Yes, it is sinister. But you're looking at it as well as I am, and this is supposed to be documented in our history books. It's about time somebody started to talk about things like this. Look
The
around.
blazing aftermath
People are
re-
talking about it everywhere. Look at this other video. This tells you a little bit about the sabotage. Luger with one spent cartridge was found. Wow. Looks like somebody may have took over. Yeah, the airship was sabotaged. Warned beforehand. Listen to that. Why did the FBI tell them not to mention the warning to anyone? This is all documented. We learned about this in school. In 2013, they researched the disaster and said that static electricity had ignited a fuel leak on the airship. Okay? after it had passed through a thunderstorm earlier that day. What? You're telling me that the hydrogen that booms like that is going to leak all day and come in here and then finally explode? It's impossible. What their story has presented and the picture it paints has so many holes in it. Watch this. This is a balloon actually
To initiate the
exploding with
reaction,
hydrogen.
we need to ignite the balloon.
Wow. What'd that take? About a half of a second? If that? Fraction of a second? And they're talking about how amazing it was that the Hindenburg burnt down in a minute and a half or whatever. If that thing was full of hydrogen and it was set off like this, there would have been a huge, huge explosion. If hydrogen was compressed enough to carry that whole balloon and a lot of people inside, I mean, this thing had a smoking lounge. This thing was a huge, huge balloon. There's no way that it goes up the way we see in those videos. I think it happened, and I don't understand why it didn't explode the way you would expect it to. But when you look at everything around this event, it is obviously put together. There is no doubt about it. Keep watching.